Well, good afternoon. I hope you're all having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day myself. Hope you are too. I come on here on YouTube and Facebook to do live shows to tell you all about my website. I'm all excited about my website, and I think you will be too once you visit it. It's called artfulbrainhealth.com. That's artfulbrainhealth.com. And I've got a lot of fun stuff on it. I've got my music on there. If you like my violin, I also play synthesizer and I mix them together into tunes. You might have seen some of my music videos. Well, you can go on my website and click on it, and it has just the tunes. You can sit back on my website and listen to my tunes of violin and synthesizer. Yeah, I've got an art gallery, so there's all kinds of creative, artful, wonderful things for you to kick back and relax and enjoy. Okay, so on my website, I have art, I have music. Oh, the art, I work on a digital art program. I I've taken pictures of trees in a Columbus, Ohio park, and actually that's up in Westerville. But anyways, I've taken pictures of trees and I run them through a digital art program and mix up the colors and the shapes and swirl it around and come up with all kinds of abstract digital art pieces, which I think you will enjoy. So I write stories, I write blog articles, and I put one of my paintings with my article. So yes, check out the artwork, and I've got faces coming out of trees. I've come up with eyes, trees that have eyes on them, and then I've got all kinds of really oval shapes and triangles and colors. Oh boy, the colors are just vibrant. I have really vibrant colors, and so I hope you stop by and check out the art. Now, some of you might have seen some of my Bible story videos I've made, and well, they're the videos I have on YouTube. I've got poetry videos based on the Book of Mark, and those videos are written. The the poetry used in those videos come out of this book I wrote, the Gospel of Mark, a work of art. The book is available on my website, artfulbrainhealth.com. And so you can stop by my website and pick up a little poetry book on the Book of Mark and read my poems as you watch my videos on YouTube. Um, so I'd like to read something out of it. Uh, let's see. Oh, here we go. This looks like a fun one. Uh, this is out of, let's see, what chapter is this? This is out of chapter 6, verse 45. The disciples Jesus sent into a boat, disciples went. Jesus climbed a mountainside. Strong winds the 12 would ride. Disciples rowed a rickety boat. In stormy weather it wouldn't float. Jesus walked upon the crushing waves, calming the wind so he could save the disciples who he almost passed. They were frightened and aghast. Jesus said, "Take courage, it is I. Please take this as a sign." He quieted the waters. He did not slip or falter. Jesus, take courage, it is I. When they landed on shore, a crowd was there wanting more. They brought Jesus the sick. To his cloak they would stick. Jesus' clothes release God's power at any time and any hour. A couple of days ago, I wrote a blog article on that very passage. And my blog articles on the Bible are much more serious. They have to do with how the Bible relates to nature. And I'm going through the book of Mark. And I love the book of Mark. It's my favorite book of the Bible. So I really delve into it. And I wrote a story about how Jesus walking on the water might not be such a wonderful thing because it's Jesus taking control over nature. And we have to learn to live with nature. The story starts off with Jesus going to a mountain to pray before he walks on the water. So Jesus gets in tune with nature, and then he goes out in the water and takes command over nature. So it gives us a choice. Do we get in tune with nature, or do we try to command nature? Well, we all know by now just what happens when we try to command nature. Nature kind of comes back on us and let us know that we don't have the final say. So that's what's happening now with our environmental crisis and the climate crisis, that nature is coming back on us and saying, wait a minute, you're just one species, human. You do not have the final say on all of nature. So that's what's happening with the climate crisis, and we got to take it to heart and really dig into our hearts to do something about the climate change. And that's I believe that's going to take art, music, and spirituality. So I'm engaged in art, music, and spirituality uh, for doing something about the environment and the climate crisis. That way we can find solutions. So I don't think we're going to find it with just math and science. We've tried that. We have tried math and sciences over and over and over again. Well, that doesn't seem to make much difference. So I believe what will make a difference are the arts, music, spirituality. We dive into those aspects of our lives and our brains, and we'll come up with solutions. Okay, to remind you once again, I'm here to talk about a wonderful website, artfulbrainhealth.com. That's artfulbrainhealth.com. Hope you take a little bit of your time and stop and check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. There's all kinds of entertainment on it as well as information on it. And I started out writing stories about how the arts help the brain. I have mental health challenges, and so I've started out being concerned about how to recover from mental illness, and found that the arts, music, poetry, visual art, that they help a lot in recovery. They help my recovery. Then I got to reading about it and found out that the arts have all kinds of wonderful benefits for people of all brain challenges, whether it's mental illness or dementia or intellectual disabilities or addictions. If you have a brain challenge, then take to the arts. They will help you out. So yeah, now on my website, I've got the book of marks for sale. I also have a coffee cup for sale. It has a picture of an owl coming out of a forest. Um, it's a picture on it's the same picture that's on the home page of my website, artfulbrainhealth.com. So this cup, it has an owl coming out of the forest. On the back of the cup, it has a slogan, my slogan that I use for my website: the arts for your soul, nature for your the arts for your brain, nature for your soul. So that's the basic idea I want to push on my website. That pretty much the slogan pretty much sums up my website: the arts for your brain, nature for your soul. That's my website in a nutshell. And the inside of the cup has a pretty green color. If you have put a little bit of green tea in there, it'll look really nice. so so you can buy that on my website, and if I use PayPal, and also a lot of my articles I put donation buttons on them. You go to my website, you'll probably see a donation button at the top of an article, and please, if you choose to donate a few dollars, I will so much appreciate it. I'd have so much gratitude. I'll let you know in a note, that I'll give you a thank you note. And yes, this website, it does have some cost to it, and so this whether it's hosting the website or some of the programs I use to come up with the art and the music, and they got some cost to them. So please, if you feel inclined to help me out, I will so much appreciate it. Well, I think I'll read a little bit more out of my poetry treatment of the Gospel of Mark. Well, I must say, I'm Christian. I have a Christian background. I have an academic background. I have a master's of divinity degree. So my background is Christian theology and Bible interpretation. But if you are not inclined to be a Christian, that is just fine with me. There are so many different paths to the great beyond, the great supreme being, the creator of us all. There's all the different paths that have validity to them. There's not just, I don't believe there's just one way to get to God. There's many paths going up the mountain to get to, or maybe going down into the earth. There's whether your being is up above, down below, within us, within creatures, within trees and rocks and seas, um, you're all welcome to join in. But personally, I'm a Christian, so I write from a Christian perspective. So I'm going to take chapter 4 out of the book of Mark. Jesus walked beside a lake, telling people not to hate. A crowd followed him to shore. They kept demanding more. Jesus got into a boat, using parables. Jesus got into a boat, speaking words of hope, using parables to make a point without asking for a coin. A farmer sprinkled some seeds. Some hungry birds took heed. Some seeds fell upon a path. Their growth was soon dashed. Some seeds fell upon some rock. They were in for quite a shock. Other seeds found their way to be scorched by sun rays. But lo and behold, the harvest yielded 100-fold. Preaching the word is like sowing seed. You never know what listeners may need. Okay, before I go, I want to mention other writers that have joined me along the way. In the past, I've had guest writers submit material, and feel free if you got an idea for a story that you would like to see posted on my website, whether it has to do with the arts and brain challenge recovery, or it has to do with spirituality and nature. By all means, I'd be happy to take a look at your story and be glad to publish your work. So I'm open. I'm open to submissions. Just go on on the homepage. You can just go ahead. There's contact information you can send me, and I'll be glad to look at your material and post it. Then also, before I go, I do want to mention that I did have for a period of time. I had a weekly columnist, Amelia Willows. She wrote these delightful stories humorous stories about how to cope in throughout daily struggles, and going out to her garden or being with her puppy dog. That's a service animal. So, anyways, be sure to check her stories out as well. Amelia's wise words, very wise, very humorous and inspiring. Okay. Again, it's artfulbrainhealth.com. That's artfulbrainhealth.com. Be sure to visit my site. I think you will enjoy it, and drop me a note and let me know what you think about it. Have a wonderful rest of your day.